I'll tell you a very beautiful story. You know, let's have a seat. But what's really unique about my story? Why do you want to listen to my story today? Alright, I'll tell you a story of Nancy and Jeremy. I know you are a teenager, you love stories. Would you tell me about your girlfriend once I tell you my story? Alright. So I'll tell you about Nancy and Jeremy. You see, Nancy and Jeremy were both great friends. They were best friends, and they always had the spot every evening where they came to see each other. They talked about a lot of things, and it was just a very beautiful thing. You know, when we were your age, we were always doing those kind of things, but now we are adult, we have learned what love really means. So that every day she come to that place, she talk about a lot of things, and that day, particular day, she got home late. And her father was right in the parlor waiting for her to come back. Nancy's father is a pastor. He's a priest in a very big church in that city. So every time he's shouting at Nancy, it's not because he just wants to shout at her, but because his reputation is always at the edge. Do you understand that, right? So that is why each time I'm telling you to be a good son, it means that my reputation too is at stake. So when he saw Nancy coming in, he was angry at her. He said, "Nancy, you are not going to see that young man again. Never!" Nancy looked at her father and said, but father, he said, "Again, you are not going to see him." Normally, Nancy would have been quiet and just walked to her room, but this time, house to go and see her lover boy. Would I call him a lover boy? They were close friends, really, no much strings attached, even if it was hidden. It was a very transparent string, so you wouldn't really see it. So she said, when she got to the spot, Jeremy wasn't there. Jeremy, it took a while, but she was just there. She was waiting for him, trying to memorize the line. She would say to him, "Jeremy, yes, we can elope. We can travel to a different country. I'm going to tell you today that I love you," and all of those beautiful things. Has a girlfriend ever said to you she loves you? No, we women, we are very dramatic. If we say it so quickly, it's going to look as if we were very true. So we have to add those little drama to spice it up. But all the same, Jeremy finally came. And dear man, Jeremy, now dear man said, Jeremy, I've been waiting for you. Jeremy, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me before you go on to call me anything. I told my father that I'm going to elope with you. Said nothing. Even without his blessings, Jeremy, we can go together. Saying yes to your prayer. Okay, fine. Jeremy, listen to me. I will not deny it anymore. I love you. I am in love with you, and yes, I'm ready to forsake everything just to run away with you. But Jeremy had this calm expression that, so nice, you know, that girl you have prayed for all your life finally says yes, there should be that joy, but it wasn't in Jeremy's eyes. Jeremy said, hey Nancy, look at me. You know I love you, right? Do you believe in me? Can we not go through all these things again? Nancy said, okay, fine. Nancy, I have to tell you something. I was late here today because I had to deal with my boss. And Nancy got upset. Jeremy, your boss? Jeremy, your boss? We have talked about this. That man is a beast. He doesn't have anything good for you. You are leaving. How many more times do you really want me to tell you? Stop it. Stop it, Jeremy. Jeremy, I'm ready to run away with you this time. I'm ready to say yes. So won't you still stop? You are going to die anyway. Jeremy. But Elder said, Nancy, listen to me, Nancy. Listen. You're talking about going to another country. How would I take care of you? I don't have enough money. And Nancy said, I have enough savings to take care of the both of us to travel to wherever we want to travel. So do not worry about money. But Jeremy said, no, Nancy, I'm a man. And I will have to really take care of you. It's going to be very big hit. I promise you, Jeremy, Nancy, we are going to go together. Nancy looked at him and said, Jeremy, if you go this mission, you are never going to see me again. It was not just a threat. The truth is that she never meant it. She was just being a woman. Jeremy looked at her again and held her tightly and said, Nancy, do you believe in me? Nancy said, it's about believing in you. I never loved you because of your money. I'm not even loving you for that. I'm just saying I've said yes to you. Let's just leave this place, live this life. There is hope out there. But Jeremy came with that his drunken friend, Jabu. Jabu said, Jeremy, boss has been waiting his time. It was exactly 11:15 p.m. that night. And he said, it's time, boss has been waiting. And when Nancy heard that, Nancy looked at Jabu and said, get out! Jeremy is not coming with you to tell your crazy boss that he is the beast and he's not going to see Jeremy again. Jeremy is not going to any mission with you. Jeremy is no longer part of your deal. He is not going to take your drugs to travel to any country. He's not going to go to you with you tonight. So just get out. And as she was saying that, she held Jeremy tightly. So Jeremy, Jeremy, boss is waiting, his friend said. So Jeremy walked out, and Nancy, all she could do was just to stand for a while. She cried and she walked home. When she got home, her father was there. He was almost asleep, but when she walked in, he looked at her and She looked at him, not saying a word, she just walked into her room. All night, Nancy cried. Nancy looked at Jeremy's pictures. Nancy had memories. But exactly 3:30 a.m. that midnight, Jeremy was shot. Jeremy wasn't shot in the mission. He was shot right after the mission, and he was shot by his boss. His boss reminded Jeremy that when you said yes to me, you said you were going to be my forever slave. So he knew that he was going to elope with Nancy. He knew that freedom was very close, but since he sold his allegiance to his boss, freedom meant death. It was that sad. The next night, Nancy went to the spot and she stood for a while. When she would find Nancy, she would find Jeremy. And she said, "We're ready. I think he's back, we're going to travel a bit." His drunken friend came, and from a distance he saw Nancy and he said, "He's dead. Go home." And he was drunk, he's always drunk, but for the first time in a long time, he had tears in his eyes. "He's dead." And he brought out a chain and he gave it to Nancy. He said, "I should give you this chain. You know." But Nancy still couldn't leave him. So he brought out his shirt. The night where he was shot, he was there and he waited. He took his shirt had blood stains all over it. You could see the bullet that hit through his chest. He couldn't survive that bullet. And he gave it to Nancy. So Nancy walked home. This time it was really late, and the man came out. He was at the door, he was watching out for his daughter. As she really elopes with Jeremy. What is wrong with this young lady? He was asking himself. But there he saw Nancy walking in. Nancy had a shirt, had Jeremy's shirt, it was stained with blood. He could see the bullet. And as Nancy was walking in, she had tears in her eyes. And her father knew what was wrong. He knew that was Jeremy's favorite shirt. He saw the blood stain. So for the first time in a long time, he had that expression he had when he lost his wife. That expression of pain, that expression of fear. For the first time in a long time too, he had to drop his ego and he held his daughter closely. He said, I'm sorry, Nancy." But Nancy looked at him and said, "Why do you fault? But Father, you could have loved him as your son the same way Christ loved the church. You are a priest. Jeremy was just a poor orphan who was in search of a home to live, but when he came to that church where you preach, even the church threw him out because he had tattoo all over his skin. He's dead. I told you, Jeremy would have been that man you wanted him to be. Or you even never had the message of Christ to him. He's dead. So what's the apology for? You know what? I'm tired. Let's talk more about this next time.